Hi, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China. The other day I reposted a segment of a podcast I did with my friend Jess Downer. She's a mixed martial artist, a boxer, and a longtime Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. And we had to talk about women in combat sports, and in this particular segment it was about addressing the question of why women stay at certain gyms or take off as soon as they stick their face in the door. Now, something you may not know is that, and I'm speaking from a gym owner perspective, a perspective of somebody whose livelihood is running a combat sports gym or a combat sports program. If you're a casual gym goer, you probably don't care about this at all. But I'm answering a question: why does it matter if women go to your gym? And again, if you're a casual, doesn't matter at all. Go wherever has the best instruction, or whatever has the best facility, whatever is closer to you. But if your livelihood depends on running a gym or running an athletics program at a gym or a combat sports facility, it matters a great deal how many women there are at your gym. The more, the better. For the simple reason that you want numbers in order to make money. The more women you have in your facility, the more women sign up for those classes and show up to those classes, the more women will continue to sign up. But not just that, the more men will also sign up. Weird, right? Now, I'm just speaking as an outsider here on the part of women. Why do women sign up when they see other women? I'm guessing it makes them feel more comfortable. Go check out Jess's conversation about that. I'll put the link down below if you want some more insider information. But from a man's perspective, why do men care if there are more women in the gym? You might think, they might think, that girl's hot or whatever. I want to see if I can date her. Maybe that happens, but I'll tell you what. Most men, in my experience, who show up to a gym are intimidated. They walk into an MMA gym thinking they're going to get punched in the face. They think they're going to get manhandled and hurt and embarrassed. And if they walk in there and they see women training, women comfortable training at this gym, some light bulbs start clicking in their head. They think, hey, maybe this is actually a place where I am not going to die. Simple as that. Here's something else you may not know. And I've been in this industry for a long time, running classes, teaching classes, operating combat sports gyms. Roughly an equal number of men and women send me inquiries about classes, about signing up for the gym. Yeah, roughly an equal number. But if you look at the actual numbers of men and women in combat sports gyms, the women are always, almost always, vastly outnumbered by the men. Generally at least 10 to 1. And in a lot of combat sports gyms, the total number of women you see is 0. Okay, but bear in mind, roughly an even number of men and women express initial interest. Roughly an even number of men and women walk in the door to try out that first trial class for the first time. But it's mostly the men who stick around and mostly the women who get scared off. Why is that? Again, check out Jess's conversation about that. I'll put the link down below. Click, 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 right? And why? Now, aside from the things that Jess touched on, I've asked a lot of other women about this. Right now I'm working at another gym called the UFL gym in the Minhang district of Shanghai. And what really surprised me about the UFL gym when I first poked my nose in there was how many women there were in the group classes. Roughly 50-50. That kind of blew my mind. Like, why are there so many women training here? That's unusual for a combat sports gym, especially one that offers MMA instruction. And so I started asking them, like, why did you sign up at this gym in particular? And I thought what they would say was this gym had a lot of women, so I decided to sign up. They did not say that. Instead, they said, I really like the changing rooms and the showers and how clean and hygienic this place is, and how like the shampoo and the hair products are always stocked here, and it's just really nice and comfortable, and the mats are clean, and everything is just spick and span, and I don't feel like I'm going to get a deadly mat-borne illness. And I thought about that. Wow, that's really interesting. Now, that's really not anything unreasonable for any combat sports gym to offer. A clean, hygienic facility with a good shower where you can get clean and rinse off all that grime from the mat. And sadly, it's not always the norm. But it's not too unreasonable of an expectation. But across the board, as I was asking these women, like, what is it that drew you to this gym? Yeah, that was the overwhelming answer. Now, as I said before, roughly an even number of men and women come into the gym, but a lot of women go out after that first class. And a lot of that has nothing to do with instruction. A lot of women, if they see other girls there, will stick around. And if they find they're the only one in the room, they won't. And I get that. Some of you may or may not know I have a degree in modern dance. I am recording... Hey, Ivy. Hey, Ivy, what's up?
Daddy,
I'm recording.
with us.
Do you want to be on my YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ivy.
Hey.
Hey, Eve. So these are my kids. And as I was saying, some of you may or may not know that I have a degree in modern dance. And when I started dancing, my first dance class was a ballet class. And if you take a ballet class, the overwhelming majority of the people there are women. And if you're a man taking a ballet class, more often than not, you're going to be the only man in the room.
And I learned how to ballet.
And Ivy loves ballet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is ballet for girls or boys? What do you think?
Both.
For both?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But I remember when Ivy was younger, I asked her, hey, Ivy, because she loved dance, and she said, I want to learn ballet. And I said, I used to dance professionally. I can teach you. And she laughed and said, don't be silly, Daddy. Ballet is for girls. And what, do you still think that, Ivy?
No.
No. Well, I'm glad, because dance is for everybody. It really is. And martial arts is for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But...
And for girls.
And for girls, too, exactly. You guys come to my gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah. And I want to learn how to do a cartwheel in the sky.
You want to learn how to do an aerial cartwheel? Cool. I'll teach you how to do that.
I don't know. I only know how to do a normal
And I'll teach you how to do that, too. So, where was I going with this? Okay. So if you're the only man or the only woman in a group class, that can be really intimidating. What do you think, Eve? If you showed up to take a class, like at the gym, and you were the only girl there, would you care about that?
No.
No? It's because Eve gets it, man. She gets it, right? So yeah, I totally get that it's intimidating and all of that. And so again, what happens when women come into the gym and they see they're the only one there and it's their first time ever training, a lot of the times they never come back, which is sad. So if you can establish a group of women in your gym, that's ideal, especially if they're friends, if they get along, if they click right away. That way, you know, when new people come in, they don't feel like I'm all alone with this group of monsters, sweaty,
after
scary
your
guys or
gym,
whatever.
you have to take a bath, really.
Yes.
Take a shower.
Yes. After you train, shower. That's the best way to prevent mat-borne illnesses, which are a very real thing.
When you sleep, you can like go do another.
Because if you don't take a shower, then you got other people's germs.
Yes, other people's germs, which are gross, right?
Yeah.
If you don't brush your teeth after you went to the gym, your teeth will be rotten.
So, In short, if you want a more successful martial arts class, a more successful martial arts program, especially adult classes. I'm not talking about kids classes. I know a lot of gyms pay their bills with kids classes. That's fine. I'm not talking about that.
Sometimes we go in kids classes.
Yeah, sometimes they come to kids classes, which is awesome. But if you want a commercially viable gym, you have to get as many women in the gym as you can.
But why?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, but why?
So, to recap why, the more women sign up to a gym, the more additional women will also sign up.
Are a lot on gyms.
Yes, the more women sign up, the more women will sign up, but also the more men. And what's the second reason that I said?
And there's so many men at Daddy's gym.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching, and Eve and Ivy, thanks for coming in and joining in the video today. Thanks for watching. Now get out there
And
and
train!
and train.
And train!